My name is Fardad. Forget about the last name. It's difficult to pronounce. I don't pronounce it either, so Fardad is fine. I'm going to teach the OOP345. I think one of the reasons that only 16 people registered for this is because it's Monday morning at 8 o'clock. Nobody wants to come to school at that time. There are 8 of us over here. It's supposed to be 16. We'll find out soon. We're going to have a quiz in a second or two. So the quiz is, don't worry, there's no marks involved with it. It's just going to be something that I'm going to ask you to do with your OOP244 knowledge. And it's going to give me a feedback on what you know. And I'm going to contact you and let you know, and I know who's not showing up in class. This is day 1, and after the week is done, lots of angry email from me is going to go to all the students who are not in class. And if you're listening to this on YouTube or on MS Teams recording, you have to be in class. It is preferred to be in class even for the flex mode. I strongly suggest you to come to class. I know it's 8 o'clock in the morning, but there's something with face-to-face thingy that works much better. If you can't, and you're online, still you need to attend, which means not just joining. Recording is not guaranteed. I'll try to record, but it's very possible that recordings won't happen, and we'll be in trouble if we cannot actually deal with it. Before we begin, as usual, we start with land acknowledgement. This is the first thing we do.
Ani sego wache bojo pegotit. Senecas knomagem gun mina mampi akingetek migwanda enagdanjgejik. Nishnabek wendat minahod nashoni. Dapnanan Treaty 13 Toronto Purchase. Ganos Wincott-Watt, Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. Minwa Williams Treaty, Ginos Wincott-Watt, Mississaugas Minachipwas. Kinago Enching, Treaty Vemadsajik, Abdeko, Qui Mando Kime, Kinamadwin, Man Na Dendwin. Minwa, We Nagdwin Mang, Nunga Manda. Kigiyabe, En Daat, Yawan, Mibna Nishnabek, Mina Menti, Mina Inuit. Kitchenenda me, Kina Mamwewi, Nagdwenj Ge Man da Ake, Mina Nebish.
All right. Now, next, that's when you click to join online. It's going to be a meeting that is on Microsoft Teams. You've already been invited to it, correct? You have the invitations for it, so that's that one. For the meetings, hello. For the, so now we are one more than half, so 55%. All right, so now for the classes that I record, it's going to be on Microsoft Teams that is getting recorded. Right now I started a meeting. You don't need to join, and I'm not going to even invite anybody to it. It's for recording purposes only, but for the lectures that we have, I'll try to record it in 2 different places, so at least we have something. Again, recording is not a guarantee. You must attend. Next thing, in class notes, anything I do will go on Microsoft Teams. So essentially, when I start coding, when I start the class, I usually open Visual Studio, and through Visual Studio, I'm going to start writing a code. And as I do the code, I teach. That's how it works. So I want to create a new project. I create a new project, and then I create a new project, empty project, and this is what you're going to do every single time you're writing anything. So empty project. Then you will select the repository that you have created in Workshop 0. We're going to talk about it more. So for me, this is my repository, and I'm going to go to section NAA, select the folder. For the project, I'm going to put it 01, and it's September 5th. That's the name of the project. Make sure this is checked. We are in no level to have 5 different projects under the same solution. Our solution is our project, therefore that guarantees that you have everything in one directory. I create it, and 3 years later, it's going to get created for me. Creating the project. Then I will start programming by creating a new item, which is a C++ program, prg.cpp, and I will make sure that the project that I have actually has, go to the properties of the project, and over there I'm going to select the standards C++20, okay? The standards of this class is C++17, but we'll go 20 just in case I teach you some more stuff that is not 17, so we can do it. I'm going to go apply, and I'm going to click on OK. So now we have this. Then I'm going to write my code over here. So let's include IOStream and using namespace std. Then I'm going to go auto main that returns an integer, and I'm going to return 0. And then I'm going to say over here, cout, hello OOP345 NAA. And I go to new line and control F5. We see if it works, if everything's good and nice and beautiful. And then after that is done, there we go. So this is the outcome, and it worked. And then I'll go to that directory. I always lose it. Where is it? Open folder in File Explorer. And now I can actually go to that directory, my repository, right-click, tortoise git. Actually, let's go back to here. Right-click, tortoise git. Then I'm going to click on commit. And I'm going to wait for it. Now, because I have the .git ignore set properly, it only adds the files that are needed. I'm going to click on all. So it essentially does two things. It adds it to the repository and commits it. And in here, I'm going to say, hello OOP345 program. Commit and push. It goes up. Oh, and that means I already committed something that I didn't pull, so I'm going to pull first to bring all the changes towards me. Now the changes are done. I'm going to push it one more time. Now it's gone up. There we go. It happens every now and then when I forget to, because, anyways, we'll talk about the repository later. You'll see it. Then I'm going to go to the browser. And now if I go to in-class notes, I'll see that in NAA, hello in September, yada, 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 I have the program there. So anything that I do in class, it's going to go right on GitHub. All you need to do is to pull that repository and have it on your computer. Any change I make, any additional things, they're all going to be there. That's how we code. And the good thing is that if I make any changes to the program as I go through, so if, for example, I do something like if I do this, and run it, now I can actually go back to the, and of course it's going to say 10 times. Then I'm going to go to the repository again, commit it one more time. I'm going to say saying hello 10 times. Commit and push. Now if I go to the notes and refresh, it's updated and also says that it says saying hello 10 times. So if you click on that one, you'll see exactly what happened to make it 10 times. It shows what the code was and what the code is based on the commit that I did. So every single commit that you do, it actually puts a timestamp of changes and everything that you have.
I'm sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, wait, don't be sorry. But before you're sorry, let's You know the drill.
And it's simple. I'm missing where you click to get this comparison for the previous version and the current.
Oh, it's every single commit has a tag.
Yes.
So when I do a commit, you will see that the comment of the commit is where it is. So you see us saying hello 10 times?
Okay.
That's the one. And if you are on your own computer, if I can bring it up, if you're on all you need to do is to right click, go to Tortoise Git, and go to show log. So now it's going to show everything. It's going to tell you, see, this is saying hello. And this one is merging this and that. This is updated read. This is hello. So every single one of them, and you double click, it shows you locally. Why is it not opening it? Oh, cancel. There you go. It does the exact same thing over here. You see that? So this is the local one. And that talks about Git. Git is a distributed program, which means when you install it on your computer, all the features, history, anything you do on your computer, when you push goes to GitHub. So you don't need to keep pushing. You're in a cottage someplace beside the lake and you're working on your project. You keep committing to your repository locally, but you're not pushing because you're not connected to internet. You keep working, then you come home or go someplace that is internet, you push once. Everything, all the history is going to go to GitHub with all the changes and everything. And when you put it somewhere else, the exact same thing happens. No file transfer, nothing is needed because you're going to have the same thing on Matrix. On Matrix, you do a pull, everything goes to Matrix. There is no need. It's ancient to do FTP and stuff. That's from years and years ago. Nobody does it anymore. Okay? So everything's done with a repository. And two things. First of all, Git is a crazy thing. Linus Torvald made it. You know who Linus Torvald is? That's the person who created Linux. So Linus Torvald, geek guy, was sick and tired of all the operating system out there. You have to pay money for it, and you couldn't add anything to its code, any features. Said, the heck with it, I'm going to write my own operating system. In the basement of his house, he made it. And he opened the source to everyone. It became the largest open source project in the world, Linux operating system. 90% of all the servers in the world are running on Linux. My car has Linux in it right now. Every single thing that you see runs on Linux. And then people started contributing to it because he was open source. Linus couldn't handle all the contributions to merge it into the code. He said, I'm going to write Git. So he wrote the Git to merge everything into the open source. And I'm telling you, I get goosebumps. It's such an amazing story. Now everybody, everything uses Git these days. Like we are doing it for code and stuff, but you can, things in containers and stuff like that, it uses Git technology to actually push and pull operating systems. You can actually push and pull and create different operating systems and create 5 different versions of the same operating system on the cloud. So it's crazy stuff. Anyways, so that's number one. Number one is that you got to learn how to start with Git. Nobody knows Git other than Linus. It's so complicated and huge tool. Okay? You are starting with 5 commands. So you are doing a cloning, commit, add, push, pull. That's it. Whenever you have a conflict, how you fix the conflict and stuff like that, we'll go through it. So little by little, you're starting. The favor that I'm doing it to you, every single commit that you are doing to GitHub, you're adding to your online reputation. Which means 2 years from now, when you're applying for a job, they Google your name, GitHub is going to come up. They look at your GitHub account and say, wow, this guy has 900 commits and 5 projects that is working on GitHub. So first, he knows how to collaborate using Git. 2, he knows how to program. That's the one guy I want. That's the lady that I want. So that's how it happens. Okay? So when you are coding, first of all, forget about old times up. I'm going to make a copy of this thing and another copy. Oh, this is not going to work. Let me create another copy just in case. Do everything in Git. If you did something and made a boo-boo, you want to go back, if you have committed it before, you can simply say revert it to that commit. It changes everything to the previous one. You can go back to any commit that you want. If you read the first 2 chapters that I mentioned in the contents, you're going to learn how to actually fork. So you can actually, it's like a clone within a clone. So you can fork it in 2 different things and do 2 different kind of implementations and then merge it at the end together. You can do amazing stuff with Git. For now, we're just using those 5 things. But yeah, so every single thing that you do is adding to your credibility as a computer programmer. So that's that. So workshop 0, please do it. You have access to 2 teams right now. You are a member of 2 teams. One is OOP345 NAA online class, and the other one is OOP345. There are 3 classes. So all my students in 3 sections are in that one. Anytime you need help, drop a line in there. Someone from some other section may help you. Okay? And you can help others. As long as you cite that you have helped somebody or somebody helped you. If the code that you receive, you can just say somebody helped me with this. It means they helped me, but I wrote the code. Okay? That's fine. If your code didn't work and you simply copied someone else's with minor changes, then you have to get full credit to that person. Hello. So you have to get full credit to that person. I got help, and this part of code belongs to Jane. Jane helped me with it. Like that, what? 3% of the code is written by someone else, you get 97% instead of 100. And that person will get a thank you from me. If you don't cite, and your program gets flagged for similar code, then the poor person who helped you will be charged for plagiarism, and you will be charged for plagiarism. And it's a very serious thing. Be careful, okay? Just cite. And that's how we work in the world. In the world, you lose your job over this. If you copy something from somewhere and don't give credit to the person who did that, it's serious offense, so be careful. It's literally stealing. Literally, it's as if you picked somebody's lock, went over there and stole their jewelry. It's the exact same offense. Be careful. So that's that. So that's in class notes, course information, everything's in here, the GitHub thingy organization, and I'm mentioning over here what to do and read and stuff like that. Go through it. The addendum is here and we have 2 identical addendums over here. One is for lecture and the other for lab. Why? Because the lecture one is flex, the other one is not. If I only put that one, then people think they can join the lab from home. That doesn't happen, okay? You have to come, that's why I have the 2 separate ones. Otherwise, the content is the same. When the addendum was pushed in here, there was a problem with week 1 because we had holiday, like it was Labor Day, I think, on Monday. So it couldn't understand that week 1 or 2 are 2 separate. They put it together. That's why for weekend 1 and 2, I put it in one cell. So W1, 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 these are for week 1, which you are going to study before the next day you are coming in. You're going to go through it, study all those things. You come in, I'm going to go through it very quickly. These are stuff that you mostly know from OOP244, and I'm just going to fill in the blanks. Therefore, we're not going to take much time. The speed of the material being transferred to you usually is slower in the first half of the semester, which means you're going to see we're going to be behind the topics. Then you're going to speed up, things are going to get easier, and then we're going to get to the second part of the thing. We're going to speed up, and by the end of the semester, you're going to see probably we're going to have an extra week that we can actually review stuff. So that's how the things are going to happen. What is OOP345? OOP345 is essentially teaching you how to use already implemented tools, new tools in OOP3, in C++ regarding object orientation. So your knowledge of OOP244 is enough for you to now use tools and new features of the language. You're not learning anything new. So essentially, Uh, with anything you want to do in your cell phone, there's an app for it, right? It's the exact same thing with what we call a standard template library in C++. Standard template library, anything you want to do, there is a template for it that you can use. We're going to learn how to use them. We'll give you samples. Through that, you're going to learn, and you're going to be able to use templates as you are going through. Yes. That's that. Pick up the microphone and then talk. And then you. Okay, go ahead.
So I just wanted to know, all the reading here should be done before Monday, correct?
Not all the reading, just the week one.
Just week, okay.
Just week one, just read it as if you want to fall asleep. I don't want you to learn it. I want you to go through it to know what the topics are, kind of get what's going on. So when I'm talking, if I'm talking BS, you can, say, oh, what the heck you're talking about? That's not what they said, right? Don't want to do that. Could you please give the microphone to the, that's the talking stick. Anybody talks, they have the stick. Go ahead.
Okay. You talk about doing Lab 0. It's due next Friday.
Next Friday.
Where can we access it? Is it on GitHub to access Lab 0?
If you've already done it in OOP345, all you need to do is to create a repository and add me as a collaborator with the same specifications. But if you haven't done it, then you have to start from scratch and do everything. Okay. If you have done it already in OOP345, you have nothing to do. Just create a repository called OOP345, make it private, add the README file, create the workshop 0 thing so you can so I can see you have done it on matrix and stuff, and do a submission and you're done.
Okay.
Easy breezy. It's not much to do. I do not help anybody who doesn't have a repository. If you need help, you need a repository. You need to have your code in your repository before you ask for help, and you contact me, and I see everything's in your repository. So again, to whoever is listening to this, when you book an appointment for help, and I tell you, okay, give me your repository, you say, oh, I haven't pushed the latest one yet. I'm going to hang up, say, book another appointment when the time comes. Okay? You need to have your code that you have problem with in your repository. You contact me. I pull it, help you, push it. You do a diff, and you know exactly what the differences are. How do I fix it? You just reflect about it, and you're done. Easy breezy. We got down to this point. Questions? Suggestions? Objections? We're good? All right, next. Faculty information, office help. How to book an appointment for help with subject material. That's how you do it, okay? Please go through that YouTube video and see how you do it, and follow the exact same route to actually book an appointment with me, and we can talk. Please do not book anything more than 30 minutes unless we already talked about it. Try to limit it even to 15. So we start initiating the conversation, and after that we're going to see what we're going to do. Because I had like requests that come in an hour and a half of an appointment. Like, seriously? I'm supposed to have only 2 office hours for everyone, and you are doing it an hour and a half? That's not going to happen, okay? So I'm not 2 hours a week. I'm going to spend much more time than that with you guys. That's a joke for me. That's why I don't have an office hour. You book an appointment, and that's the time we're going to spend. Online office brings you actually to the team that all the students are in. And Workshop 0 is right there. So any announcement that you receive, tag these things and see your announcements that are coming in. Good? Okay, so that's and you can always post any message that you want in here. We'll go after that. Oh, make sure you install Microsoft Teams app. Web will not work. With web, I cannot help you with your computer. If you only have coding problem, I don't need Microsoft Teams, okay? Microsoft Teams app, you can come through web. But if something's wrong with your machine and you want me to help you, I need to be able to take over your computer, and that needs Microsoft Teams app. And if you have a Mac, I don't know how to use Mac. So that's against my religion. So we'll see what happens. Okay, faculty contact information. That's my email. You can send me an email, and I'm going to answer to you 3 years after you graduate. I don't do email. Only MS Team direct messaging, okay? That's quick, easy, and I have the history of everything. All right? And also, even booking an appointment, you do not need to book an appointment. I always say, respect the dot, respect the dot. You see that thingy over there? If that thing is green or yellow, just call me. And don't send me a message. Can I call you? If it's green or yellow, just call me. If I'm at the computer, I'll pick it up. If not, I'm going to see I had a missed call. Then I'll either call you back and send you a message and we'll continue the conversation. But if you want to make sure that you need to talk to me for a specific reason, then book an appointment. Then we're fine. Okay? And please show up for your appointments. Okay? And I don't want you book an appointment and in the background I hear you're in a TTC bus and talking to me on your cell phone. Okay? You need to have a full screen computer in front of you. You've done it, didn't you? Okay. So yeah, please, okay? Please be at a computer in a quiet place unless you just want to talk. If you want to talk, if what you want to do is talk, then just call this number. It's going to call Microsoft Teams. So my Microsoft Teams is going to bing when it does come, and you can use your cell phone to talk to me. Office hours by appointment only, or any time, as I mentioned. So and direct messaging, calls, booking appointments, so on and so forth. We're good? All right. Quizzes. Everything is done on a computer in here. Nothing is happening on a paper. Right now, turn on your computers, please, and go to Microsoft, open Microsoft Edge at the bottom and log into your My Seneca account. Then I'm going to teach you we're going to go through it together and we're going to learn how we write a programming quiz, and you're going to write some code for me on this computer only, please.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll tell you why. No, you don't need to. Oh, sure. No. The reason is that I need to have some restrictions. So I want to demo how the tests are done. So the tests are done on lab computers, and it has restrictions on it. When we are actually doing the test, you're going to hand in all your electronic devices and everything. They're going to come up somewhere around here. You're going to put it around. You don't need to do it now. When the time comes when we have a real test, you're going to put it right over here. So it's just going to be you, the keyboard, and a monitor, nothing else, okay? No headsets, no stuff like that. If you are a student with accommodation, the time will be set for you to do it in a test center if you choose to do so. If you don't want to, you can just do it here. But if you're doing it here, then you're not going to have extra time if you are accommodated. Remember that. Let me do something right now. I'm just going to actually go to, I think NBB has it. So I'm going to go over here. Actually, let me do it off screen.
I'm sorry, where do you go now? On the computers?
Just open Microsoft Edge at the bottom, that wiggly blue thingy. If you open that one, it's not going to be blocked. There you go. Now you can actually log into. You cannot do any type of search. Anything you do, it's going to show that it's blocked. That's why I'm saying open Edge, because Edge has home set to Seneca, and that's that. Then minimize that. On your desktop, you have an icon that says My Apps. Double click on that one and open My Apps. We'll continue, and I'll explain what to do after. Give me a second. So it's NRA. Huh. Oops. Shouldn't have closed it. So when you, now if you actually take a look at your quizzes, at the top of the quizzes you see something says important stuff. Oh, My Apps, you can log into My Apps too, so it's ready for you. And when you log into My Apps, when you, so log into My Apps. So you're ready for it, and then we'll talk. Okay? Now, bring back the page, and you'll see at the top of quizzes, it says important information about programming tests and quizzes. Okay, you see that? Let's read that together. So we did a few things right at the beginning. So I say important thing, launch My Apps and open Notepad++. That's what you're going to do. But when you're opening Notepad++, that blue thing is going to keep turning, and you cannot type anything to look for My Apps. You have to actually minimize the window and click on My Apps. Nothing can be searchable. Yeah. So you already have it? Okay. All right. So again, you cannot search for it. Even you cannot search anything in a start menu. Okay? So if you want to open My Apps, you click on the My Apps icon on the desktop. There is a My App, and that opens it. You don't need to make it a default browser. Just log into it. Make sure everything is done. So the first thing you do, you're going to launch My Apps and open Notepad++. When you open Notepad++, it's very possible that blue thing it keeps coming and turns over and over and over. Ignore it. Minimize, and you'll see that Notepad++ is on your desktop. You can open Notepad++. Now, put Notepad++ on one side so it makes half screen, and put your Seneca on another side. Then, when we start the quiz, what you do, immediately save the name. So you can minimize now. Minimize everything so you can see your desktop. See, it's here. You can actually open Notepad++. And yours too. So minimize. And Notepad++ is there. You can actually open it. So let that blue thingy be. You can even close it too if you want to. Yeah, just close it and get rid of it. Even if it doesn't close, then don't pay attention to it. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, as you see now, you have the. Where do you see? Oh, it's validating you. Yeah, close it and try again. Not now, and then, wait. Click, and then open link. Okay, remember when you're opening My Apps, it gives you a thing over there at the top, open link it says. Make sure you check the checkbox and then open link, and then you'll be fine. Otherwise, it won't be able to validate you. And you can now double click over here and open Notepad++, put Notepad on one side and the other. The very first thing you do, you save that file as .cpp. Whatever .cpp, it doesn't matter. Why? Because then it tells to Notepad++ what you're writing a C++ program. It gives you IntelliSense, syntax highlighting, and all the good stuff. Yes, sir. Double click on this, ignore that. Double click on this and open it. Okay? So put that one on, okay, so save it as something.cpp, okay? Oh, fantastic. He's already written the program for me over there. Okay, so that's that. We're all okay? I want everybody to have Notepad++ open and a file saved as .cpp. Okay? Anybody needs help with anything? Okay. So now let me go actually modify the quiz and activate it so we can actually have the quiz. Oh. Okay, so the very first thing I need to do, the quiz needs around 20 minutes to be done. I gave it 30 minutes because we are starting it together to learn how to work with it. I'll bring it up in a second. Let me set the, so it is now 3:10. I'll make the due date, so it's going to be today, and oh shoot. I don't know why they put a timer on profs. Professors at Seneca are not allowed to talk more than 30 minutes. The computer's going to go. Okay, but we're back in business. Okay, let it be. What was I doing? So I'm going to set the time. It's 3:10. I'm going to set it to 3:43 p.m. Okay, 3:43 p.m. and save. Usually I give you an access code, and then you need an access code. We don't need, let me just do it so you can see change date. I'm going to add an access code too for you just to really see exactly how it happens. So access code. Okay, so let me make the quiz available. You should be able to see quiz 0 if you refresh. Click on it and say start attempt. It's going to ask you probably for a code, right? Click on stuff. It says code, right? So the code that you're supposed to put is, where the hell is the code? Oh, there you go. So the code is 292172. 292172. We good? Are we in? Okay, don't write anything. We'll do it together. I'm going to show you some stuff. So let me actually go to the student mode, student view, and bring it up and start doing it with you. So I'm going to open Notepad++ exactly like yours. And put it at right side over here, and this one's going to be at left. Let's make the, okay, there we go. So now I'm going to go to quizzes and start quiz 0. Give me a second, Control V. Start attempt. Yes?
Do you want us to create a header file or just
No, that's, I'm going to go through it. I'm going to tell you. Okay, so when you're doing your test, never be a hero. See what the test says, do it. Don't put yourself in trouble by asking, should I create a header file like that? Because then I might remember, oh, it's a good idea for them to write a header file. Don't. Make it, what you see is what you do. Just clarify that. Don't volunteer to give me more information. You have just 20 minutes to do it. Now, so what we do in here, so in here it says, create a class called employee. So you're going to say over here, class employee. All right, and I'm going to put a schmiggly thingy over here. Then I'm going to come up over here and say, what do I have? A dynamically allocated name. That's character pointer name. Then it says an employee number. Didn't tell me what type of thing I'm going to put employee number. I'm going to put over here size T because size T is unsigned. So I'm going to say employee number. There we go. Then what does it say? A special member functions, a constructor initializes the attributes. So I'm going to need a constructor. I'm going to say public in here. And I'm going to, public should be back here. And I'm going to put over here employee, character constant, character pointer name, and size T number, EMP number. Okay, I'm going to code it later. And a destructor I need, I'm going to say destructor, employee. And as soon as I'm here, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to say, wait, let's actually put this thing in the answer. Now, take a look at me. Eyes on me at the screen. This is the most important thing. This means if I mark your code or I give you 0 without looking at it. Click at the editor where you're supposed to put the answer. Click on the 3 dots. Then click on code snippet. Then copy the entire thing and paste it inside the code snippet. As you see, that's give you a perfect syntax highlighted answer in your answered part. Okay? Then you continue coding at right side. So you keep doing that, Control A, Control C, Control A, Control V, Control A, select everything, copy it, select everything, paste it. You keep doing that. If you are a good time manager, don't do it from the beginning. Just write the code. But at the last 10 minutes of the test, keep copying. Because if you lose track of time and it automatically submits, then you're going to lose everything you have written. So you keep doing it as you are doing the test until you give me the answer. Are we good? All right, go. Write whatever you think is right. Dazzle me with your OOP345 knowledge. That's okay. Right. You're going to get comments. I'll look at your code, and I'll send you a meeting invite if we need to talk, or give you just pointers as we go through it. I'm going to pause the recording. Please remind me to continue when we are done. And let me go in here. I'm trying to bring the meeting up. There we go. And start recording. So how do I mark? Let me just see if the format is correct. So yes. Okay, so this is how my rubric works. So this is what you see over here is actually the rubrics program that I use. So it's going to be here, and I'm going to bring up I think this is, no, not here. Let me just go to Learn 3 NAA. I'm going to go to NAA. Courses. And we're going to go to quizzes. Actually, I'm going to go to marks, creatable marks. And I'm going to, that's Fardat at the top. And I want to mark Fardat's quiz 0. So I'm going to bring it up. And there's a new submission over here. I'm going to say view. And I'm going to look at the answer that he gave me. You see this over here? Okay? So my rubric works like this. I'll start the rubric, your mark is over there, and I start the rubric. Is the answer properly written? So that's the first thing. If you don't submit it, I'm going to say no, it's going to say 0. So I'm going to simply say no and hit enter. This is going to be the message that's going to be say you did not follow the guidelines for submitting. It's 0 out of 10 done, bye-bye. Okay? So I'll do it again. Now, I'm not going to switch to another answer. Is it properly written? Yes. Is it relevant to the question? So I asked you to create a class called employee. If you create a perfect class for a car, I'm not going to mark it. If it's relevant, yes, then I'm going to go to the next one. Now it's going to tell me headers and namespaces are okay. I'm going to take a look at here. Oh, this is not my answer. So, okay, let me just set it up. I think it went. I wanted my answer. It came to someone else's. Didn't I click on Fardad? Where's Fardad? Okay, I'm going to go back. New submission, view. Why is it bringing someone else's up? Students. Ah, that's it. That's better. Fardad. Okay, so that's mine. Is it? Yeah, hopefully. So this is the answer. So I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, header files are correct, namespace is correct, so I'm just going to hit enter. That's full mark. Employee class. Is it set up? When I look at it over there, name and employee number are not initialized. So 2 marks are lost. I'm going to put 3. In here, I'm going to say no initialization. Okay? And I keep going like this. So every single thing that I see for the correct, you don't have to give me identical answer. But I'm going to go through what, so maybe you do something over here is perfectly right, but it's not a match to mine. It just reminds me what I'm supposed to mark. So as I go through it, and I go through all the marks like this, so this is a full mark. For example, in here, as you see, I did not add +1 for the dynamic memory allocation, and I did not check for name to be null. So in here, I'm going to reduce by 2. I'm going to say 4. I'm going to say no, not this, so too short. DMA too short, DMA too short. And I don't know, didn't check for name to not to be null, not to be null. Okay? And let's say everything else is perfectly good. Okay, so I'm going to say the rest perfect is plus. So I'm going to put plus. It means everything is perfect. And this is going to be the feedback that you're going to get from me. So essentially, it's going to tell you that class name and attribute is incomplete. Class is like that. Feedback, no initialization. 3 out of 5. So, and then it's going to tell you you got 43 marks out of 47, 9, 15 out of 10. Tells you exactly what went wrong with it. Please check it. I make mistakes. Make sure the marks that I gave you, you actually deserve. If something is wrong, if I give you extra marks, just ignore it and enjoy it. But if I didn't give you mark for something, you simply book an appointment with me and we go through it. Yes?
What is the command to see your feedback?
Pardon?
What is your command? What is the command to see the feedback that you gave?
The one that I'm doing?
Yeah.
I wrote the program. It's called Rubric.
No, but how do we see your feedback?
Oh, this is how it happens. So as you see, it says 915 is copied into clipboard. So I'll come over here. I'll add over here Control V. 915 is there. I hit one more time. Now feedback is copied. Now I'm going to come over here. And there we go. Feedback, I'm going to put over here, do like this, that, Control V. And I'm going to say save. So when you actually look at your mark, you'll see this in your feedback for the question. So, and you see the correct answer too. So when you come, this is the answer. And at the bottom, it's going to show you as a sample of the correct answer. So you have feedback for everything. We good? That's how marking is going to be done. And you get answer for everything. I'm not going to mark quiz 0. Okay, I just showed you what quiz 0, I'm just going to look to see if I need to talk to you about your strengths. And if you want, you can book an appointment with me anyway. If even I didn't book an appointment, even if I didn't tell you, hey, book an appointment with me so we can talk, you can ask me to do so. I can give you feedback, no problem. So either I ask you or you ask me. We good? That's it. Welcome to OOP345. So please read those 3 things. The next day you are coming in, we're going to go through it. I would appreciate it if you come to class, but if you don't come, then I can't say anything. All right? And when the test is done, give me a second. This is what happens. So I simply If the thing doesn't die on me, there you go, one more time, there we go. Select all. I do this. So as you see, all the computers shut down, okay? And that's the end of the class. Are we good? Questions? Suggestions? Objections? We're all good? All right. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you next time.